Until now, every battle I fought was against lesser warriors, but at last, I found the right match for my skills. Saying this, the two of them, Abhimanyu and Ashwaththama, began firing arrows at each other. The onlookers, frightened by the sparks and the relentless shower of arrows, ran away to a safe distance. Standing on their chariots, these two rained arrows upon one another. Abhimanyu deftly avoided Ashwaththama's shafts, returning fire while also countering those coming from the soldiers within the Padmavyuha. For a full hour, they fought like this. Parrying everyone's arrows, Abhimanyu suddenly severed Karna's brother's head and pushed through the sixth layer of the formation. The moment Abhimanyu broke through that sixth layer, Ashwaththama stepped aside on his own and admitted defeat. Now, Abhimanyu stood in the very center of the Padmavyuha. At Duryodhana's command, the entire army within the formation had just one goal: to kill Abhimanyu that very day. Arrows rained down from all sides. Everyone was fighting him. Yet Abhimanyu looked as though he was merely playing with them. The slight smile on his lips never wavered. Standing atop his chariot, like a lion in the heart of the formation, surrounded by thousands upon thousands of soldiers, he alone stood firm, tirelessly, ceaselessly unleashing arrows. The soldiers in the Padmavyuha had no way to withstand the force of his assault. Just then, a chariot rolled up and stopped before Abhimanyu. Its occupant was none other than Karna. Karna, seeing Abhimanyu, taunted him. "Don't display your valor in front of these minor foot soldiers. Show it to me. If you have the courage, let's see you counter this weapon." Drawing his bow, Karna fitted a powerful missile and aimed it at Abhimanyu. But Abhimanyu merely cast Karna a mocking smile, turned around and showed him his back. Perplexed, Karna thought, "What is he doing, turning his back on me?" He maneuvered his chariot around to face Abhimanyu again, only for Abhimanyu once more to turn and present him his back. It finally dawned on Karna that Abhimanyu was doing this on purpose. The truth was simple. Facing Karna directly was no trivial matter, but Abhimanyu was no coward. He had his reasons. If he locked horns with Karna head-on, he would be vulnerable to all the other warriors showering him with arrows. He wouldn't have time to respond to them all. Thus, he kept offering Karna his back. By the rules of war and Dharma, an arrow must never be fired at a warrior's back. A true warrior always shoots from the front. So Abhimanyu's tactic was not only fair by the code of battle, but clever. No matter how many times Karna tried, Abhimanyu persisted in showing him only his back. Karna grew frustrated. Duryodhana lost his patience. Duryodhana approached Karna and demanded, "Karna, what are you doing? Why are you hesitating? Shoot him already." Karna replied, "I cannot shoot him from behind. That would be against Dharma." "Karna," Duryodhana retorted, "look at the situation. Do you see that man? If we sit here worrying about right and wrong, he'll finish us all. A single warrior stepped into our Padmavyuha, lopped off the heads of those who opposed him, and now stands like a lion in its very midst. Is this formation ours? Or is it his? He's already killed so many of our great warriors. He even killed my own son. I don't know if you're aware, but he's killed your son too. We can discuss Dharma and Adharma after we stay alive long enough. If we give him any more time, he'll slaughter everyone here, including you and me. Our immediate duty is to safeguard our lives, and your duty is to protect your king, your friend. There's only one way. Even if it's from behind, shoot him." Karna resisted Duryodhana's urging for quite a while, but in the end, he was won over by Duryodhana's arguments. With tears in his eyes, going against his own principles, he raised his bow and fired an arrow at Abhimanyu's back. Friends, can you believe that reading just one extremely captivating story can transform a person's entire life? And if you read it to your children, do you believe they could learn all the values they need for life? Do you believe that for any problem you're facing or might face, simply reading one story could reveal a solution? Yes, it's possible, and only because of the greatest epic ever told in human history, the Mahabharata. This story is 100 times mightier than any blockbuster movie. You can take that as a challenge. The complete Mahabharata, as penned by Aditya, is available in 2 volumes, both print and ebook, on Amazon and 43 other online stores in 54 languages worldwide. I've shared the links in the description below this video. Place your order right away. Because it's not just a book, it's a library of wisdom for life. That arrow flew straight into Abhimanyu's back, piercing through so far that half of it jutted out of his chest. He glanced back to see who shot it and realized it had been Karna. Looking at Karna with utter contempt, Abhimanyu said, "Karna, have you truly stooped so low to commit this despicable act? Ugh, with this one deed, every tale of your heroism Every story of your righteousness has been exposed as hollow. Today, your honor, your name, your fame have all been trampled into the deepest abyss. Tell me, Karna, can you ever forgive yourself for what you've done? Overcome by Abhimanyu's words, by guilt and shame he never imagined he would bear, Karna lowered his head, stepped back 2 paces, and tossed aside his bow, tears welling in his eyes. Abhimanyu turned to Karna and said, Karna, until now, I wasn't really fighting you. I was just toying around. Now, witness my true warcraft, my valor. Because of my carelessness, your arrow lodged itself in my body. I won't give you another chance. Initially, I intended just to breach the Padmavyuha and leave. But now, I proclaim that I will destroy this formation altogether. Be it 10,000 or 100,000 soldiers, I will not spare anyone. Let all of you witness how I repay this act of treachery. This arrow is no more to me than a blade of grass. He broke the arrow, yanked it out of his body, and threw it aside. Abhimanyu then raised his bow to shoot, and Karna's charioteer, fearing the furious Abhimanyu might kill Karna on the spot, spirited Karna away from the battlefield. But Abhimanyu had no specific intent to kill Karna personally. He wanted Karna to feel the defeat of his entire army. By obliterating the Padmavyuha, he believed Karna would be punished for his wrongdoing. Observing the scene, Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya, Sanjaya, did Abhimanyu die from Karna's arrow? Sanjaya replied with a laugh, My king, you are gravely underestimating Abhimanyu. Believing Karna's arrow could end his life is foolish. All it did was provoke him further, like pouring ghee into a blazing fire. Fueled by that rage, Abhimanyu's onslaught is incinerating the soldiers of the Padmavyuha as though they were insects in a flame. From morning until the moment Karna's arrow struck him, Abhimanyu had killed 10,000 men. In just the 10 minutes since, he has slain another 10,000. Nothing can stem the speed of his arrows or the power of his weapons. Normally, entering the Padmavyuha would mean certain death as the formation converges to crush its invader. But here, Abhimanyu's valor is so fierce that the soldiers themselves are dying in droves or fleeing in terror, dispersing like clouds buffeted by a whirlwind. He is not here simply to penetrate the Padmavyuha, O king. He's come to destroy it. If that formation still remains by this evening, you could consider half the war already won on your side. Dhritarashtra, astonished by Sanjaya's words, stood speechless for a moment before asking, Sanjaya, will my son even survive this day? Friends, the content in the next episode is on another level. Don't miss it. We'll meet again next Saturday at the same time. Meanwhile, do order my Mahabharata book right away. Links are in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Till then, take care. Bye.